Bem-vindos ao Estudar Direito pelo Mundo, um podcast feito por mim, Klaus, com entrevistas e informações sobre como funciona estudar direito em diversas partes do mundo. Aqui você vai aprender sobre os requisitos para estudar direito em outros países, vai ouvir um pouco da experiência de outros estudantes e não se preocupe quando começar a ouvir eles falando em inglês, pois todas as partes têm tradução. Então convido vocês para ouvirem o episódio até o final e convidarem um amigo para ouvir também. Olá pessoal, boa tarde. Hoje estou aí para mais uma live. Hoje a gente vou estar falando com o Chandru, da Índia. Então vou falar um pouco sobre como que funciona, qual que é a experiência de estudar direito na Índia. E vai ser um desafio com certeza, né? Porque eu sei que o sotaque do inglês indiano é um pouquinho diferente. Então estou animado para ver como que vai ser. Vamos lá, estou chamando o Chandru aqui já. Hello, Chandru. How are you?
Hi.
Hey, it's good to see you. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Whether it's audible?
yes. So, could you maybe introduce yourself a little bit, and then I will translate it to Portuguese? Yes.
One second. It is not audible. 1 second.
No problem.
Hello.
Obrigado, galera que tá entrando. Só um minutinho que ele... Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Whether it's audible. My voice. Hello. Yeah.
I can hear you well as well. Good. Okay. Well, can you introduce yourself a little bit, Chandru? And then I'll translate it to Portuguese.
Yeah. I'm fine. Dr. Ambedkar Law University, School of Excellence in Law. And I'm doing my internship in under Archer and Anthony Associates. It is a litigating firm, practicing in Honorable Madras High Court and other tribunals. Then this is about me.
Great. Now I'll translate it to Portuguese. Então, esse é o Chandru, ele estuda Direito lá na Índia, né? E também está fazendo um estágio em uma firma de Direito que é especialmente especializada em negócios litigiosos. All right. So, as I talked to you before, I'm going to be asking you some questions about your experience with law school and also some things about becoming a lawyer in India and also... just, law in general in your country. Então eu vou estar perguntando algumas coisas sobre como que é ser um estudante de direito, a experiência, sobre ser um advogado no país, também sobre algumas questões da lei indiana. So, does India follows a common law or civil law? What do you use there?
So basically, in generally speaking, common law system is adopted by India. But but when you see about legal system, it includes both common law and civil law because we use judicial precedents as law and we have a written constitution. So to be specific, we can say we adopt common law, but we use both common and civil law.
Ok. Então eles usam tanto common law quanto civil law, né? De forma que eles usam os códigos e também fazem uso da jurisprudência. Que eu acho que é um pouco da realidade que a gente vive aqui no Brasil também, nesse sentido. And I was just saying that I feel like this is somewhat similar to Brazil because we also use jurisprudence in our way, and we do have the written civil codes and all the codes, so it's quite interesting to think about that. And how does it work to get into law school? Do you need to take like a very hard test? Can you go out of high school and go into law school? How does that work?
Yeah, under 2 stream you can able to get admitted in a law university in India. Basically, you want to score a minimum of 70% in your high school. So based upon that, a counseling will be conducted. So the merit students who have secured more marks will be admitted in the law school. It is one stream. When you take another, a common entrance test will be conducted. So if you cleared it, you can join national law universities.
Okay, and so those are the grades you take while you are in high school? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, high school, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
There you want to secure minimum of 70%.
Okay, so they analyze the grades you had during high school?
Yeah. Yes.
Ok. Então, é feita uma análise das notas durante o ensino médio, e é com essas notas, com esse histórico escolar, que é feita a avaliação para entrar na universidade. Então, quanto maior a nota, mais provável a possibilidade de estar fazendo faculdade de Direito. Que bacana. All right, that's quite interesting. And also, once you are into law school, so here in Brazil, we do have a mandatory curriculum, you know? So we have all these courses you must take, and we have a very few amount of selectives, at least in my college. That's, you know, my college experience. There are different colleges, and, you know, Brazil is just as big as India, and we also have all different kinds of colleges and have different experiences. So I was thinking, do you have like a mandatory curriculum? Can you take some electives during college as well? E agora a minha pergunta está sendo se todas as matérias elas são obrigatórias, se tem matérias eletivas também, como que isso funciona na Índia?
No, here we can't able to select the subjects. The curriculum is a mandatory one where totally 10 semester. In 10 semesters, each semester will consist of 5 subjects. It is mandatory. You can't able to exclude any subjects. You want to clear all the subjects. You can't exclude. Okay, awesome. Or you can't able to select.
Okay. Here in Brazil, we also have a 5-year-long high school. Yeah, very interesting. Então, na Índia também são 5 anos, né? São 10 semestres para fazer faculdade de Direito. E o currículo não tem eletivas, né? É obrigatório fazer todas as matérias. Não dá para tirar nenhuma matéria, por exemplo. Oh, that is quite nice. And you mentioned in the beginning that you are currently doing an internship. So does your school have any kinds of, you know, obligatory or mandatory internships or mandatory pro bono hours? How does that work?
No, it is not mandatory, but many students were more interested on internship, and they will start from the second year, because that is the reason it is not mandatory in our institution. Because many students will start at their initial stage itself. Once they have joined a law university, the next step they will take to join an internship in any legal firm. So it is not mandatory. To join
então não é obrigatório. Oh, sorry. Então não é obrigatório fazer um estágio. O estágio é opcional. É uma outra coisa interessante, né? Que aqui no Brasil a gente tem o estágio mandatório nas universidades de direito, né? Então na Índia isso não é uma realidade. And how about, you know, like tuition and paying for college? I was thinking, is it somewhat easy to get into law school, or is it really hard and expensive? How does that work?
Yeah, when you take government law universities, it will be very easier for you if you are have a good marks. And the fees is very comparatively lesser when comparing with the private institutions. The fees collected by government law schools will be very lesser comparing to private law schools.
So even if you are in a government university, you need to pay some tuition?
Yeah, you want to pay, yeah.
Okay.
It is very nominal comparing to private universities.
Ok. Então, mesmo na universidade pública, né, existe uma taxa, existe um valor para ser pago, que ele é bem menor do que nas universidades privadas, mas existe também. Yes, that's very interesting. So here in Brazil, we also have public universities and private universities, but the rule, like the normal thing, is that you don't pay for your public universities. It's studies free of charge. Different, yes. Okay, and how about the classes? Do you do classes during the day, during the evening time? How can you do like classes and work and also internship? Like, how is your schedule like?
Yeah, mostly our classes will be at morning. In evening time, we will go for internship. After completing our classes, we will go to internships. So we will find the intern office very nearby to our institution. So it will be very easy for us to travel from college to our office.
Okay. And like what time do you start your internship and what time do you finish it?
A class starts at 9:30 and it ends at 1:30, and
Okay.
we will start from college at 2 p.m. Then within half an hour we will reach the office by 3 p.m. So 3 p.m. to it takes around 8 p.m. to complete and start to go to the home.
Okay, okay. Então, as
So
aulas...
usually we will spend 6 hours in internship.
Ok. Então, as aulas acontecem na parte da manhã e aí depois eles fazem o estágio, né? Quem gostaria de fazer estágio. Okay. You know, it's just so interesting to keep thinking about all these similarities and differences as well. And like, how many people is there in your classroom? You know, is it very big and crowded? Is it smaller?
It is around 40 to 45 students are there in each classroom. So we can't able to say it is more populated or very lesser. It is normal.
Okay, okay, yeah, 40 to 45 is about the average here as well. Então, eu pedi quantas pessoas geralmente tem nas salas de aula, né? Ele falou de 40, 45. Eu acho que seria uma média razoável, assim, comparado com a gente tem aqui, bem parecido. Okay, understood. Also, once you finish, you know, law school, how does that work? Can you become a lawyer straight? Do you need to take any additional testing? Do you need to have any legal practice beforehand? How does all of that work? Então, quando você termina a faculdade de Direito, como que funciona, né? Você já pode se tornar um advogado? Você tem que fazer ainda alguma coisa antes? Como que esse processo funciona?
So once you finish your law degree, you will become a legal professional. But to practice as an advocate in Indian courts, you want to clear All India Bar examination, which is conducted by Bar Council of India. So you want to clear it. After clearing it only, you can able to enroll as an advocate and practice in Indian courts.
Okay, can you take the test right after graduating?
Yeah, after completing your law degree.
Okay, is it very hard?
No, it is like open book test.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Então,
you want to secure 40%. You want to secure 40% to clear it. Yeah. It's like open book test, so it's not much harder to clear it.
Ok. Então, a admissão como advogado, né, ela acontece também por uma organização de classe, né, de advogados, então o Bar Association of India, e aí eles fazem uma prova também, podem fazer a prova logo depois que terminarem a graduação, então muito semelhante que a gente tem aqui no Brasil também. E essa prova também você precisa acertar só 40%, né, então é um pouco menos ainda do que o que a gente tem aqui. Yes, and can you tell me a little bit about the legal profession, the legal field? Maybe why did you choose law school? Do you have any lawyers in your family? You know, I'd love to hear about that. Então eu gostaria de ouvir assim, por que você escolheu direito, se tem algum advogado na sua família, né? O que você pretende fazer?
No, I'm a first generation lawyer. Basically, I have an interest at my 10th standard. So I like to argue with people, so I chose this.
Okay, like debates and stuff like that, do you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Ok. Então ele gosta muito de debater com as pessoas, isso que deu muito interesse em fazer direito. E também ele é um estudante de primeira geração, né? Então a primeira geração de advogado na família dele, então. Yes, that's awesome. That's super cool. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 21.
21. Okay. And like, how many years do you have to go in law school?
Yeah, final year. I'm doing my final year.
Final year. Okay.
5th year.
E ele já tá no último ano também da faculdade de Direito. And how are classes going through the pandemic? Are you having online classes? How is it working?
Yeah, it's an online classes. We are contacting our online classes only.
Uhum. Então as aulas estão sendo online também agora durante a pandemia, parecido com o que a gente está tendo aqui. And how about your internship? Do you go presentially to it? Do you do it in remote? Do you need to go wearing a mask? How is India dealing with this?
No, all the court works are done are doing through online. So if you want to file any case, all the stuffs are done through online. So there is no work for in physical. So we are doing all the works in our home itself.
Ok. Então, eles estão em home office, né? Estão trabalhando de casa durante esse tempo, né? Todos os trabalhos nas cortes e tudo mais são feitos via online agora para fazer peticionamentos e tudo mais. Semelhante com o que tem acontecido aqui, que eu tenho visto aqui em Santa Catarina, né? Que a gente tem um sistema e faz isso online para quem já advoga. Yes, so here in Brazil we are also doing online classes. We didn't stop for a time, you know, like 1 week the pandemic hit, and then the local government here, the state government, asked to shut the schools down, and then as they closed and started locking up everything, they already had online classes in the next day, so we didn't lose much time in classes. And also to file something in court and all of that, we're doing it through online. So that's what I have seen lawyers do and comment about. They already did it online before, but they could also, you know, go to talk to the judge, for example, and now they're doing it all online.
Same.
Okay, very, very interesting. And I don't know, maybe, is there any, you know, curiosity you have about Brazil or law in Brazil here? Any questions you'd like to make as well?
Yeah, are you safe there? Because we are hearing we are hearing that there are many cases there are many cases in Brazil.
Então ele está pedindo se eu estou seguro, né? Que tem muitos casos de coronavírus aqui no Brasil. E eu vou responder que sim, né? De certa forma, mas a gente está trabalhando normal, mas usando máscara, né? Com tudo que pode para prevenir isso e questão de limpeza e tal. We are working normally here in my hometown. I'm in the countryside, so we don't have, I'd say, as many cases as very big cities, but we do have somewhat of a big amount of cases, even for a small town. We are working normal here. We are not doing home office in most of the jobs. We are working wearing a mask, and also it's mandatory to check your temperature as you come in. Both if you're a worker or if you're a client. And also we try to use hand sanitizer, you know. We try to wash our hands frequently as well. So we are trying to do these things to prevent coronavirus, but that's about it. We don't have much more of resources regarding that. We are working normal, wearing masks, you know, using hand sanitizer. That's about it. And then classes are online.
Yeah. Here also the wearing masks are become mandatory.
Ok. Então na Índia também é obrigatório estar usando máscaras, né? Ok. And you know, like, are there... Yes, it is. Yes, right? It's funny. It's funny because we call it soccer here, you know?
Oh, fine. Oh, okay.
Então o Brasil é famoso por futebol, né? And it's funny to think about all the stereotypes, you know, about Brazil and India, maybe, you know, like...
we found out cricket.
Yes, there was a very famous TV soap opera here in Brazil, which was called something like The Way to India. And then, you know, what most people know about India here came because of that soap opera. So there's a lot of like misconcepts and stuff like that because of this soap opera. So, you know, just general aspects of the country, culture, music, you know, but it's just very interesting. I had the chance to meet some Indian friends as I traveled into different places, but it has always been fun, and I always had a great appreciation for the warmness of Indian people. I have always been, you know, felt very nice around them. They were always very happy. So I have a really, really big and good concept of Indians. I love your people.
Yeah.
Então, as minhas experiências com indianos sempre foram muito legais, felizmente, né? Eu tive a oportunidade de conhecer indianos aí em algumas das viagens que eu fiz para a África, para o Azerbaijão. E minhas conexões assim com a Índia sempre foram muito prazerosas, sempre foram pessoas que eu gostei muito e sou muito feliz por isso. Nice, all right.
We see every people as our brothers and sisters, so that is the reason for it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that. Yes, everybody is a brother and sister. That's a good way of seeing things, you know. Nice. And you know, here on Instagram, every week I try to make a like the crazy laws of some country. You know, it's funny because the U.S. is always on top. You know, I've done several on like funny laws. You know, maybe like laws that you can't let an animal sleep in the bathtub. You know, some just like weird laws that we don't know exactly why they are there. I was thinking, is there any like crazy law in India? Any law that is like uncommon, different?
No, it is not, because a law, when we are making a law, it is not like they will make many groundworks before making a legislation in India, because just like they will not make any laws in India, because when you are making a law, a committee will be formed, and committee will file a report to the parliament, and based upon that only they will draft the bill. So each and every law will have some objective and will have some importance. So we can't able to say something crazy.
Good, that's very good. I like that. Então, eu acabei de perguntar, né? Falei que no meu Instagram eu acabo colocando esses quadros assim das leis engraçadas de alguns países, das leis mais inusitadas, né? E eu perguntei se ele percebe que tem alguma lei assim mais inusitada, mais estranha da Índia. E aí ele me falou um pouco sobre o processo das leis lá, que elas passam pelo parlamento. Se for uma lei muito incomum, eles vão tentar, né, tirar essa lei, vão, enfim, talvez algo como decretar em constitucionalidade, algo nesse sentido. Então, não dá para fazer qualquer lei na Índia assim com tanta facilidade. And that's awesome.
Brazil have any crazy laws like that?
Yes, so there is a couple of funny laws, you know. Like people without a license, they can't make sugar. That's a law we have. we can't just make sugar out of, you know, nowhere. Então, acabei de falar sobre a lei que a gente tem aqui no Brasil, que não pode fazer açúcar, né? É uma lei que existe aqui. You know, other weird laws that we have, we can't like molestate animals from the sea, so like they can't be bothered in the international line. Então tem a lei também falando sobre molestar cetáceos, né, que eles não podem ser incomodados, esses animais. So like whales and other animals, we should avoid doing that because it's against the law. That's another like different and common law. What else? Like you can have problems with the police in case you break ornamental plants as well. Então quebrar, destruir plantas ornamentais também está no Código Penal, né? Falando sobre isso. Yes, those are the most uncommon ones I can think of right now.
Fine.
Yeah, that's very cool. You know, but this is about it for today. You know, I just wanted to make some questions to get to understand a little bit about the experience of studying law in India. Então, eu só queria perguntar essas coisas mesmo, né, sobre como que funciona essa experiência de estudar direito na Índia. Se vocês tiverem mais alguma pergunta aqui para a gente poder finalizar e quiserem mandar aqui alguma curiosidade sobre a Índia, sobre talvez algum estereótipo que vocês tenham ouvido, podem mandar no caixinha aqui embaixo, que aí eu já pergunto pro Chandru, e aí nós vamos encerrando a live. So I just asked if somebody has any questions that they would like to ask, and then if nobody has any, we can finish the live. Once again, thank you so much for your time, for your willingness to, you know, come live with me. So far this is my third interview, you know, so I've done one with South Africa, another one with Croatia. I'm trying to do it every Sunday.
This is my first experience. I was so excited.
Nice. That's awesome. next week, next Sunday, we will not have a live because I'll have my wisdom teeth pulled out. So I'll need to have a week break. But then afterwards, we will keep going with them. Então, na semana que vem, no próximo domingo, não vai ter live, porque eu vou tirar o meu siso. Então, eu acho que até a live até o domingo não vai estar tudo certo, né? Eu nem marquei com ninguém. Mas aí depois a gente vai ter já tem algumas pessoas alinhadas para fazer as próximas lives, né? Para a gente conhecer um pouco mais sobre a experiência internacional do direito, de como que é ser um estudante de direito, né? O ensino jurídico em outros países. Então, espero que vocês estejam gostando, né? E se vocês tiverem alguma sugestão, alguma pergunta, manda aí, fica ligado nas lives que a gente não vai parar agora, vai continuar. So, that's it. Nobody has sent any questions. Thank you so much for your time, for your willingness again to help me out with this project. And please keep in touch. I'll keep following you and your updates on Instagram. I'm looking forward to collaborating in the future.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, yes, thank you, and have a great rest of your Sunday. Have a great week.
Yeah, have a great week.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you all who watched this today. It was a bit more about India. If you just had the chance to coming now, please check the channel and the entire video will be there. Então o vídeo vai estar no canal agora, né? Valeu, gente. Tchau, tchau.